Welcome back! You're hanging out with Abi and Ian playing some retro video games as a couple. It's also nostalgic. And we are working our way through Pokémon FireRed, and we are on episode 32, where we attempt to hatch a Togepi and see, apparently, I didn't know this, in Emerald, the gentleman who runs the breeding center, or the daycare, will step forward when an egg has spawned from the Ditto Abra partnership. So I guess we'll find out if that's a thing in FireRed.
We are going to find out, and I'm loath to check. Now, it did say that the Abra and the Ditto weren't getting along. Oh, pause that. What do we have hatching out of our egg? It's Abi.
It's so cute. I love that it looks like it's still in the egg. It's like, I live here now. Can we give it the XP share? Or do we want it to transfer over at level 5 to leaf green?
Exactly.
I see.
So we're going to check its summary. Jolly.
That seems good. Is it good?
No. We're going to breed it and make
it modest?
Make a modest one.
Wow.
But it can hang out in our party for a while. Let's see if this man has... Not you. We raised your Pokemon. We were surprised. Okay. So
he does not step forward.
So you just have to check. That's cruel.
That's mean. Well, that's how I thought it always worked. Why don't we give him the Togepi while we hatch the Abra? Or do we want to hatch more Abra?
So what we're looking for right now, you were discussing your views on certain things, which was good. Yes, too. There's no indication, eh?
Well, it didn't seem to be long, though.
No, it didn't take long.
Less than 5 minutes, so I'm not mad at that. Is the lady watching the water? Are we supposed to talk to her, or is she just sort of hanging out, being an NPC?
She's okay for right now.
Okay.
So what we are doing is we have bred a male Abra with a modest Ditto with an Everstone. If my calculations are correct, there is a 25% chance that a female Abra will come from the egg.
Okay.
We need a female Abra. Okay. Because then we're going to breed that female Abra with a male Hitmonchan. I think we have a male Hitmonchan.
Okay.
To get a fun moveset that I've never used on an Alakazam, but seems really good in this generation.
And then we're gonna... There are so many steps to this plan.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're gonna breed whatever comes out of that egg with an Abra?
So, whatever comes out of this egg, we have an egg right now, an Abra egg.
Yes, an Abra egg. An Abra egg?
We're hoping it comes out as a modest...
Female Abra.
Female Abra.
Yes.
There's a somewhat decent chance it will. Then we breed that modest female Abra holding the Everstone with the Hitmonchan. Because the Hitmonchan can put egg moves on the Abra, if I'm right.
So I remember you mentioned to me that there were egg moves you wanted for an Abra, but you didn't tell me who had the moves you wanted for the Abra. So it's Hitmonchan.
It's Hitmonchan. I don't actually know if Hitmonchan can breed with Abra. I think it can because it's like a human type thing. But I think it can. And if it can breed Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and Ice Punch on Abra.
Wow.
Which would be pretty nice because Abra's got a high... Or Alakazam, as it one day will be.
Yeah, it can breed with them.
Has a high special attack.
It literally says both are in the human-like egg group. What is the human-like egg group?
Human-like, you know.
How is Abra human-like? Because it has spoons?
Yeah, you know, it's got spoons.
What is the definition of a human in this universe? Because what? I get that we're lax with our standards on a lot of things, but I have some questions. What is the human-like egg group Pokemon? Because I would not have put Abra in any... I would have put it in, like, maybe the cat, fox, monkey egg group.
Well, I think there's, like...
There's over 50 bipedal humanoid Pokemon.
Yeah, like
Lucario, Gardevoir, Lopunny, Alakazam, Machamp, Mr. Mime, and Jinx. Often fighting and psychic types. psychic types.
Cycling types.
Are frequently based on human occupations, subcultures, or body shapes. What? How do you know this, and why is this a thing? Okay, so the different breeding types. Mm-hmm. Ditto is its own group of 1. There are 87 amorphous creatures. There's 100 bug, 83 dragon, 78 fairy, 336 field.
Yeah, field, water 1, water 2, things like that.
Water 3. Why is water broken up into 3 categories? Do you have to be the right kind of water? Is it like, this is the sea, this is the lake, and this is the puddle?
Yeah, basically.
There's field, flying grass, human-like, mineral, monster, and undiscovered. Which is the Nidorans with somehow the Articunos and Zapdos of the world. I have so many questions. Okay. You've put me on a weird train of confusion. So somehow Gardevoir counts as amorphous, but I bet if I went into the human-like, they'd consider Gardevoir a human, too. Because they do. Okay, so you can be in multiple egg groups. I see.
Yes, that's right. Usually I think it's up to 2.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're here to tell us. Okay, so Water 2 only has 43 Pokemon in it, so it seems to have the Gyarados, the Goldeen, the Remoraid, the Sharpedo, the Whalmers, so like the fish.
Yeah.
Okay, what's in Water 3? Water 3 has the Tentacles, the Shelders, the Krabbies, the Starmies. Okay, so these seem to be more of the crustaceous water people, whereas the other one's just the fish water people.
Yeah, the third group don't really have fins, it sounds like.
And group 1 is the Squirtles, the Psyducks, the Slowpokes, the Ammonites, the Croconaws.
They sound like Pokemon that can be on land.
Feebas?
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if I'm happy I know this information now. The fact you said human-like egg group, I was like, what language are we speaking at this time? Because I don't think it's English. For I am super confused. But that's okay. You know what? I can be confused. I don't need to know stuff. Knowing stuff is overrated.
I wonder if there's some sort of tell that tells us when an egg is...
Just go talk to him now.
Possible. So, yeah, so that's the strategy with this Abra. I'd like to do that, and then...
So did you get rid of everyone in your party so you had room to get multiple eggs to try to hatch multiple at once? Was that the plan?
Well, as you can see... we just
wait, you got a second one while I was Googling that in my rage.
Yep.
Well, that's fun.
It would probably be faster to... Oh no, but
apparently bicycle straight line is the fastest way to hatch eggs.
Bicycle straight line?
Yeah, right. Riding your bicycle in a straight line.
Yep.
And I do like that you're so close to this center, because that means there might be places that have a longer road, but at the same time, turning around isn't that arduous. But I do like that we can just keep picking up eggs this way. Mm-hmm. You know? It's so easy. I feel like this is the optimal situation.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Yeah, any bike route that goes right by the daycare man is the best.
What is the reflection of in the puddle up above him?
I think it's a Pikachu.
Aw, friend.
I can't think of another.
We should breed our Pikachu. That's the smartest way to get another one. Oh, that's so smart. Because we have to evolve a Raichu. Oh, it's the Psyduck, I think. We have to evolve a Raichu to trade with something. But again, I want to keep our super lucky, fun Pikachu and transfer it to Emerald. Mm-hmm. The one that we caught as our first Pokemon we found for no reason. I just am attached to him.
So hopefully this plan works. So once we get our Abra on board, then we will...
take over the tri-state area.
Get a modest Togepi on board. Mm-hmm. And then is there any other Pokemon you want to bring? I mean, I was going to do an Aerodactyl, but
Aerodactyl's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Definitely Eevee. Gotta breed some Eevees. We have to get all of the evolutions that are available in both games.
Well, a modest... Actually, that could be something. So we could get a modest Jolteon, or are you interested in getting the evolutions as part of our squad in Leaf Green?
I am always interested in evolutions. You can't hate them. They're all great.
It's true. They're all good. I mean, Vaporeon and Flareon are a little slow. Oh, we got our third egg.
Nice. How many do you need before you want to switch the Pokemon up?
Well, we need to find a female one with Modest. And then we'll swap in the Hitmonchan and the Modest Abra, female. And then once we get a Modest a Modest Abra offspring with the egg moves, then that one's good. That one's the one we'll transfer over. And then we'll get a good Togepi.
Nice.
I don't actually know if Togepi can breed. You better check, because it might be the Togetic that has to breed.
Well, that's not the end of the world.
It's not the best. If it is,
we have a bunch of people to fight anyway. No, it can't. You have to get its friendship level up and evolve it into a Togetic, which can then breed.
Right, I'm all over it. So I put Togetic at the front of our party. If it's at the front of our party and we take steps, its friendship goes up.
Aww, we're accidentally being biffles. That's so cute. Another egg. Are you keeping track of how many cycles you're doing between egg wins?
No, I to be honest, I think it's random.
Oh, I thought you were sensing it using the force or something.
Nope. And then, okay, so we just have to decide, like, what do you want? The Pokemon Leaf Green is gonna be the Abi playthrough. All that's gonna be there is my humble little Abra, just sitting there on his little tail.
That's cute.
And what?
I mean, you can have more Pokemon and say, I don't mind. I just want 3.
So what are the 3 you strong? I will be honest, a Jolteon would be a great help because of the...
I mean, there's so many I love that it's hard to pick, but there's none that I'd be upset with, if that makes sense, because I'd be happy with so many of them. You have no room for it. Do you really want it?
So we'll have to drop off our Gyarados.
Dun, dun, dun. Why do we have the Gyarados?
We just needed a Pokemon in our party.
Oh, you have to?
Yeah, but now the Togepi...
I was pretty sure maybe it was Diamond, the egg counts as a Pokemon.
I think you have to have one.
I'm pretty sure.
Is there any way to... Oh, look, he stood forward. Hey, what? Hey. I thought you didn't do that.
I have no words for you, Ian. I have no words.
If we... Okay, he's forward. If we go in here, come back out, he'll be back in. I see what they want.
So he comes forward if you leave the area and then come back.
Message received, sir. Oh, but we don't have fly anymore. I was going to fly over to the bike path.
It's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, there's nothing more we can do here, really. We're going to just...
How long does it take to hatch an Abra?
Honestly, I thought this was faster than this.
I'm surprised you haven't hatched any of them yet.
Yeah, that's a little disconcerting. So 2 things we want to know. One is how many steps does it take to hatch an Abra? But 2...
5,120 steps.
Seems like a lot. But we may already have the Abra of our dreams in this party.
That's fantastic.
Is there anything that can increase friendship? Like I know in the other games, I think it was called a soothe bell. You could give it as a bell.
Yeah.
And it would like double the whatever.
I used to give mine to my Empoleon. He loved it. Keep the Pokemon in your party when battles, use vitamins, and avoid letting it faint.
Okay.
Having Daisy, Oak, and Pallet Town groom your Pokemon. And then having it hold the Soothe Bell.
Are you in Pokémon FireRed?
It says in Pokémon FireRed, but sometimes AI is confused.
Okay.
Aww.
I think we're about to get a little Abrilette.
An Abrilette.
An Ablette, if you will.
An Ablette. Hello, little friend.
Hello, little friend. Alright, so we'll drop him off.
There is a Soothe Bell. Top floor of the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town. Use the item finder while standing on the exact spot where Mr. Fuji was rescued.
Oh. Okay, it's a female, and
Wow.
it's bold. Drat.
It's a bold situation.
It's bold. Is there a way around this?
Hatch the other eggs?
We better make sure that's actually how the Everstone works in this game. I thought it had a 50%. Okay, do you think we should get the Soothe? Yeah, let's get the Soothe Bell.
Yeah, it's fun. And we're still taking steps. It's still we're hatching the other Pokemon.
Well, I'm hopeful that is right. Am I right about that? That you can increase friendship by taking steps with it?
Yeah, no, that's what it said.
Okay, so we will fly. Why can't you fly, Pidgeotto? I thought you...
So the Everstone trick only works Emerald onwards.
Oh.
You must rely on RNG by repeatedly breeding and hatching eggs to find the desired nature.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Everstone doesn't work in...
It wasn't created. They never made that trick.
Oh. So that modest ditto. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay.
But they say if one of the parents has the nature, it does help.
Really?
Yeah, if the nature's wrong, it says replace the parent with a new one. Or just keep hatching until you get lucky. You know what? It's gonna be okay. Let's go get the Soothe Bell. Then at least we can make Togepi super happy and cute. Right?
That's true. But would you do me a favor and just see if one of the parents... I guess it... Oh, that's so interesting. All right. Well, so be it. Where's the TM case? Open. We're gonna teach Fly to this Pidgeotto.
I thought we already taught it Fly.
This must be a different Pidgeotto.
Yikes.
I am learning a lot about FireRed. See, I don't know if I said this, but I mainly played Emerald, and so all these sort of breeding tricks have been, I guess, I just got instituted. So truly, this is random, eh?
Yeah, but I mean, that's not a bad thing. And maybe there's other good natures.
Oh yeah, I think there are. Oh yeah, we can't fly off this island. I will say I think that's a strange choice of the game to say that you must take the boat. Like, it's a little bit of an extra step, but anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so we're gonna fly to
Lavender Town.
Lavender Town.
Top floor of the tower, where Mr. Fuji was rescued. Is that the one where Team Rocket was all up on and we fought Giovanni and I was like, where's your Persian? And he was like, I don't have a Persian, I hate you.
Okay, Jolly. Is there a way we can make Jolly work? I'll think about that. Because maybe Jolly is really good. If with the right... It means it's not really a special attacker. Oh no, it wouldn't be for...
It increases speed and decreases special attack.
Yeah, it's not great. But I guess that's the charm of the old games, you know? Nothing was handed to you. Bag. Wanna repel.
Well, I mean, it would be a normal attacker.
It would be, but if you... It's got an attack stat of 40. I looked it up, or like 35. It couldn't... It wouldn't be able to hurt very much with a physical attack.
I guess, but its typing is all wrong. It says it's not an effective special attacker due to its base stats limited move pool in Gen 3.
Yes. It's going to be a bit tough, too. But we're going to make it work. I think it is a good special attacker because its special attack stat is 80. I looked that up.
Oh.
And it can learn Flamethrower. And it can learn, I think, Thunderbolt.
That's fun.
So it's not helpless.
No, I love Togepi. I think that it can become really strong if you train it properly.
Okay. I like that. And that's what we're going to do. Nope, there's no response.
To be exactly where he stood.
finisher, right?
Did you just dig into the floor of the top floor of a tower?
Yes.
And not fall to the below floor of the tower?
We have very sharp claws.
Yeah, more just the physics of how thick is the floor between floors. I know they're strong enough that you're not supposed to fall through, but if you start digging in the floor of an apartment building, you're gonna fall through eventually. There's a limit to how deep you can go. The limit exists.
I think we got a lot of escape ropes.
Gosh.
Okay, so there's a new play in town. I was like, oh, it's got an item. Let's see what it is.
Aww.
Okay, so we'll go back to Vermilion.
Put the Meowth back in our party.
Oh my goodness, not Meowth.
I like Meowth. Maybe, if we can, I don't know if it fits in, and this is just one of many Pokemon I like. So I love the idea of Jolteon, I love Flareon, I love Vaporeon. Feel free to pick any of these that work for your purposes. How's that? I'll give you a lot of Pokemon I really like, and as long as you pick some of them, we're happy. Deal?
I love this deal.
Charizard and Blastoise, because I think I said I wanted to do Squirtle for the next one. So, like, one of the starters I feel is good. What was I going to say? I forgot what Pokemon I was going to demand. But the evolutions, we'll start with that. And then I'll think about the one that I wanted you to get. Oh, I forgot which one it is. But Togepi, definitely for surezies.
Alright, well, we can put all these away. We're going to withdraw.
Are you going to hatch the other eggs?
There's not much point because none of them will know the egg moves that I'm hoping to breed on.
Oh, Arcanine, Rapidash, Ninetales. Great options.
Those are good options.
What else do I like? What else would I want to play with? Any of the legendaries, just because it's fun. I just think it's fun to play with the legendaries because they're so cool and they're supposed to be hard to catch. So once you have them, just using them feels good. You know, Aerodactyl or what was the other one we got? Kabutops? Either of those would be a lot of fun. And I'm glad with Leaf Green we can get the other fossil and get the Almanite, and we can also get Hitmonlee, which is great. You used a rare candy? Did you do that by mistake?
No, because we're going to learn.
Why wouldn't you just fight with him? Rare candies are so rare.
They're so rare. But
He's only level 26.
we gotta keep going here.
Just fight one battle. Oh
Dear.
You hurt me. Can I be in charge of rare candies in Leaf Green?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, and Meowth. Meowth would be fun to have because they can pick stuff up. Plus, they know the move Payday. So I like having them in my party because if they're attackers, they can literally hit you with money and make extra money during battle just by beating you with a gold bar. Plus, they have a really high chance of just picking up useful items the whole game. And as we've saw in this game, there were some instances where if you fight, there's a certain item you're supposed to be able to pick up as long as it's in your party. So I like the idea of a Meowth or Persian, just because I think it would be useful strategically to get stuff.
Pickup artist.
Yeah. It's like in D&D where you have a thief in your team. It's useful. It can work.
I'm struggling with this door.
I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get on the bike, but I kind of like really... Okay, so it's you. Okay. What happened to that egg that it had before? Oh well. It's you. Your Pokemon can only be doing good.
What?
Will you take your Pokemon back? Yes. 400. Like it's like a debtor's prison.
I like how she looked back and forth like she was confused as to where my Pokemon was.
Yeah, she's like, put it around here somewhere.
1,300 for the Abra. Oof. Is it a certain amount of money per level they grow?
Yes. I think it's 100 per level.
Well, that's lame because that means the lower the level you give them, the more it'll cost you to get them back. But it's the easiest to level up when they're low level. It should cost the least amount of money for the easier it is to level up. Like, if I give you a level 90 Empoleon, and you give me back a level 100 Empoleon, it should cost me way more money than if I gave you a level 1 Piplup and you gave me a level 10 Piplup.
I know what you mean. Item, take, Okay, so we're gonna do a little rearranging. We're gonna put you at the front of the party. We're going to...
So, out of curiosity, the Pokemon, I've given you a lot of Pokemon so far. And that's not even all the Pokemon I'd be super happy to play with. Those are just the top ones I thought of, off the top of my head. Are there any that you're interested in using?
Well, Togepi we have undertaken to do.
I thought you were going to put an Abra into the daycare. And the Togepi into the daycare.
We put an Abra and a...
Oh, Hitmonchan. Right. Never mind.
So, the Aerodactyl's a good idea. I think Aerodactyl's fun.
Yeah,
fun.
Aerodactyl's fun.
And since we have... I'd like to transfer one over that knows a good hidden power. Aerodactyl's one of the ones that has kind of pretty good fighting, pretty good move pool, but not the best move pool. It would learn Rock Slide, which is a 75 power rock move. Earthquake, which is a level 100 damage earth move. Aerial Ace, which is just a good flying move. But the last one, I would think we would want a fighting move on it. So hidden power would be good. So I would say Aerodactyl, Togetic, Jolteon, and...
We can do 3 more?
We can do 3 more, so Abra is going to be one of them.
Nice. Well, that makes sense. We're putting all this effort into Abra. It'd be funny if you're like, no, I don't want him.
Alright, so in theory, when this Abra hatches, it should have the 3 punches. And because in this generation they haven't separated physical attack from special attack, that Alakazam's massive 135 special attack is used for the Ice, Fire, and Thunder Punch.
Oh, wow. They didn't separate those?
Well, no, in the next gen they will. In the next gen, your attack stat dictates contact moves like Thunder Punch.
Yeah.
But in this gen, as far as I know, they haven't.
Oh, see, I knew the type of attacker you were was dictated by your type. I didn't realize they were just like, where the attack stat is your a stat. Because it does give you a special attack and an attack.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Alakazam's great because its special attack is off the charts. 135, that's like almost Mewtwo level. Yeah.
Mewtwo, I would play with Mewtwo. I guess I said legendaries. I have an almost perfect shiny Mewtwo in Pokemon Go, and I have loved this thing for like 4 years since we got it.
Yeah.
And we're best friends. It even has a little badge that it wears to show that we're best friends.
It does.
Yeah.
So for the legendaries, what we could do is we would have trouble catching them right now. A, because I use the Master Ball.
Yeah.
B, we don't really have a great Pokemon for catching them. But once we get our Togetic, see, when we come back and recapture all the Pokemon, the Togetic's going to be like level 60. It's going to be a...
So, just to confirm, so everyone's clear, the plan is that we will get the Pokemon ready, get Leaf Green, transfer them to Leaf Green, beat Leaf Green fully, get all the legendaries in Leaf Green, and then transfer all that stuff to this game to complete this Pokedex, and also just get the powerful stuff over here for fun. Because I like hoarding powerful stuff. Yeah. And then finishing the Pokedex here and catching everything here.
That's right. So we may be jumping back and forth between episodes of...
I like that.
FireRed and Leaf Green.
Because the legendary dogs are unique to your starter. So it would be cool to make sure we have both in both Pokedex if we're completing both. And I also wonder, now I don't know if this would be a popular idea or if this would be annoying, but if the starter dictates which legendary dog you can get, I wonder if in one of them it would be worth transferring everything of value to the other game and then restarting with a Bulbasaur and then getting the last... which one's which? I think we have Entei in this game. I think Suicune is with...
No, I think the Suicune in this one because it's whatever strong
against your starter. It's the opposite. Okay.
So if we start with Bulbasaur, we'll get Entei.
Yeah.
If we start with Squirtle, we'll get Raikou.
Okay. Got them all mixed up. But I don't know if that would be a step too far. Maybe it is a step too far.
Well, the way we're essentially proposing it is almost blending the two games into one game.
One epic game. As long as much as between the two games allows, we complete one Pokedex, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. And this playthrough, we're glad you've stuck with us through this playthrough. I'm sure it's been painful at some points for you. It certainly has been for Abby.
Yep.
Hey, Abby kind of sounds like Abra.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's a strange observation. But,
I feel when Ian compares me to Pokemon, it just means he loves me. So that's okay. I'm down. Like, it's all good. That is a compliment.
So this has sort of been like us learning the game. Again, neither of us really ever got into this generation.
Well, it wasn't in the bag my dad got for $20. It just wasn't one of the things I got for $20 as a kid.
And I had Pokemon Emerald, which I still think is the best Pokemon game released.
Well, I haven't played that one either, so I'm actually kind of excited to play that, hopefully with you. And again, we're debating. I don't know how the quality would pick up, but we do have quite a few Pokemon games on like an actual Game Boy. So maybe, I don't know, depending on how it goes, maybe we'll bring out some of those. There's the world is our oyster. There's a lot of old video games. There's some computer games, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of games that we could play through for funsies. So let us know if you're interested. Because we play video games together. It's sort of one of the things that we bonded over when we met.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something we like to do together as a couple, which is why we like MMORPGs so much, or couch co-op games. We're going to play Cat Quest. We have to play Cat Quest.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll play Cat Quest with you. If you don't know the game, prepare to love it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and joining us. We hope you guys have a great day.
That's right. In the next episode, continue to watch us ride around on a bike to try and hatch.
Critters.
Critters.
Bye, guys.